Would all the TEDx workers please stand up for a minute? And everybody else, look around. If you see these people, they're all volunteers. And you can be one too. Thank you. Now, you've been listening to a lot of inspiring talks, and I would like to inspire you to become volunteers in your community. It helps towards the community service that you need to graduate, or it looks wonderful on your resume when you apply for college. So there's all sorts of ideas. Do you like painting? Do you like making things or fashion? Museums and theaters can use all those talents. I once helped backstage where the busy wardrobe mistress handed me some trousers and said, "Could you let these out for the leading man?" Well, I took them home, learned a few skills doing it, and when I brought them back and I gave them to him, he put them on and said, "Thank you, now I can breathe." So you could take a breath of fresh air into a hospital, the VA, or retirement home, all of which welcome young people to come and talk to their patients or the residents, and you might get some really good stories from them. You could help them to keep mentally alert by playing games or reading to them, writing letters. And I also think that conferences are great places to volunteer because there's so much going on and you learn a lot. I talk to the vendors there and pick up interesting leaflets, and there's all this free stuff they hand out. Everything from magnifying glasses to pens and pencils and lots of candy, which I collect in my free tote bag. At one of them, there were some young people, a documentary of some young people who were taking interviews from the seniors, and one of the ladies said, "I always wanted my own cookery show on TV." So they made a video of it, and it was so popular that everybody wanted one, and it became a competition, which was great fun for everybody. Now, you might take videos with your cell phone, and I don't mean just selfies, but you could interview veterans for the oral history projects that are around. And there are film festivals that go on all through the year. The Albuquerque Film Festival is in January, and it offers free film passes, and also free passes to Comic-Con. And the Albuquerque, the Indian Pueblo Cultural Center's Pueblo Film Festival is next Saturday. So all these suggestions can give you ideas of going into all sorts of different things in your community. And you'll give your time and your energy and your enthusiasm, and you'll get a real sense of satisfaction. So you might like to go down to the Cultural Center and learn about the Pueblo people of New Mexico. You might like to go to the National Hispanic Cultural Center down here on 4th Street, where they have an art gallery, 3 theaters, and library and archive, and they all use volunteers, and you don't have to speak Spanish to work there. And if you'd rather be outdoors, there's always the balloon fiesta. You can clear trails, hiking trails, if you like that kind of thing. You could work in a community garden and get free vegetables. And the New Mexico Wilderness Alliance is always looking for volunteers. Do you like animals? Go down to the biopark, where the zoo and the aquarium all use volunteers. And you might just offer to walk your neighbor's dogs. So just Google your interest and put volunteer in there, and I'm sure you'll find something to suit. I think the best part of volunteering for me is that feeling that you've really done something in the community that mattered, and you get a lot of pats on the back and thank yous. And I've received a lot of pins from organizations to recognize my help. And of course, I always get freebies like entrance to the theaters and the films and Look at the t-shirts I've acquired. And if you don't like the color, get a big one and wear it to bed. So today, you've been listening to these young people talking, and a couple of volunteer successes, like Joshua's Goody Two-Shoes or Marina's Global Warming Express. That was today. Tomorrow, it's your turn. So I want you to go out there and make a difference.